Alright, this is another playthrough for the TGC Tours Challenge Circuit Rookie Design Battle. We're going to be reviewing a course called Maka Sichu Golf Club. This is by B.S. Petty. Again, this is an entry into the Challenge Circuit Rookie Design Contest. In order to be considered a rookie, designer could not have more than one course used on tour at TGC Tours, and not more than 4 courses available, accepted for tour use, even if it's not used on tour. So I'm a little late getting to this particular playthrough. Maka Sichu is actually one of the first courses that was published for this contest, and it's been eliminated, but it did do fairly well. Lots of good things throughout the course. A couple of nitpicky technical issues that we'll point out throughout the round. But overall, it's a really nice course, stunning. So working in the step theme, it's the only step or desert entry into the contest. Right off the bat, I really like the look, the idea, the bunkers running down the side, lush green, rock work, planting, all very good. So one technical thing just from the tee, it's kind of the way that we slope the front edge of this tee box. Minor visual, say, from here. We'll talk about the way these bunkers are constructed with the light rough that comes in around them, speaking with the designer, I know this is kind of his intent, was to utilize this brownish texture. The issue is when we look at it in this area, it sticks out, and we don't have a consistent band, right? Sort of right here it gets narrower and it widens out, and that's kind of some of the technical things that we wanted to point out. Another thing in terms of the sculpting, there's a few places where the fairway has this kind of effect where the fairway is rolled over the edge of the platform. You can see that there's a pretty flat platform here. That's your landing area. That's where you're trying to go. But as you get to the end of it, that kind of rolls off the table. And sort of what we thought it is when we judged this is, in reality, the fairway would end here, so that the edge of the fairway was still on the platform, and then the rough would roll down into these bunkers. So it's kind of a couple of the minor critiques. First hole, lots of strategy in this. On the hole, clearly the ideal landing area is here, giving me a full iron in. If I hit here, I'm taking on a pitch, taking on this bunker. This is really good strategic hole. Right, so this is more of a strategy hole than it is a risk reward. Right, I'm not being rewarded for taking on this bunker. I'm being rewarded for smart and strategic play. I really like this the stone steps behind this green. It's just a really cool natural desert look, which is really, really good. Really, really nice idea. Pulled off really nicely. Second hole. Really, again, just excellent planting, excellent work, use of shadows. I think I would like to. I wish this was kind of out of the way, so that from the tee, I could see this. Because this is really nice, really stunning, and it's blocked off by this planted mound left of the tee box over here. I like that the green is out of the shadows. Looks really nice. So it looks dark on my screen for some reason. I think maybe this green's a little bit on the small side. Certainly not too small for this shot, but I'm looking back here and that's a tough area to use, so 4 pins are pretty tight together. Ah, missed it. Crows are cawing at me. All right, third hole. Really interesting. It's a semi-blind tee shot here. I can't see from the tee the 2 hazards where I can actually hit into. There's another hazard that's up here that is, is that another green? So really, can't see that I've got this sort of sculpting. So anything in this area is going to bounce down toward this bunker. I should be able to hit past it, so it shouldn't be a problem. But it's kind of one of those things we're looking at. Again, here, just this rough in the middle of the fairway like this, just I know it sticks out. So I wouldn't have used it. Same thing with this one. It's just, I don't know, it looks kind of like fairway burn. And I know kind of what the designer was going for. I was going for this, which this is inside the heavy rough and using the natural terrain. That looks pretty good. Doesn't quite match up, but still looks pretty good overall. Hit it too far. Just the planting behind that green is really good. Visually, just one of the nicest courses, most engaging courses visually. Um, for me, the tee boxes with just the circle with nothing around them, um, I don't love them. Um, I just when I do it, when I work in the desert or steppe theme, I tend to connect my tee boxes with the fairway using heavy rough. I do like the cart path, kind of using this edge here. It's a little bit sloppy here. You can see that edge kind of sticking through, and the path itself is not very nice. Cart paths kind of suck, and they take a lot of effort to get right. So here's another example of rough consistency. This bunker here sits in light rough on one side, heavy rough on the other, and the transition is, I'm trying to get in here, not all that great. You can see that doesn't quite match up here, and there's a spot right there that's heavy rough on the light rough side, and so that's kind of where the course lost a little bit in terms of the transition and consistency with the rough. That's okay. That's a big green. That is a very big green. Again, using the stones as steps to get to the next tee. That looks pretty cool. I like that idea. Oh, sucked in there. It's a really good use of objects and the trees and stuff like that. The major sculpting, the creating of these ditches and that to create planting, creation of the mounds, the hills, the mountains, all of that is just really top notch. The micro sculpting, smoothing all of this out, the way a road would be smoothed out is not quite up to the same standard. That's another strategic par 4. I feel like getting forward down here is going to make me run through, and I'm not really incentivized to hit anything more than this. I'll take the blind tee shot, or the blind approach. So far we've seen a couple of holes where the strategy is not so much risk reward, but it's decision. It can play it any couple of ways. So far, taking on the extra risk is not really rewarded the player. Another really nice par 3. Great sight lines. Really can see everything. I really like this retaining wall around this bed. I don't know about all the things that are going on there with the bunker and our path. I guess it's the retaining wall in the bunker creating um, that pathy type of look. Interesting. Interesting. I would have covered that up with something. I like the way the cart path looks on this from here, but when you get down to the cart path, it needs a little bit of work. Again, another very small green. Did that a couple of times today. Another short par 4. But a few short ones. Gotta go for this, right? This is really a tough one. It's 315. I can probably get pretty close. Come on, turn. That could be good. That's really good. That's not bad. It's really good. I like that hole. The only thing I will say is I've played a bunch of short ones so far. Not quite. Like the hot springs. Looks pretty good. Rising out from those looks good. I feel like something's lacking on this hole. Couple of things. I don't really mind the light rough, the inconsistent light rough so much because it's done throughout the course. I just think this cart path runs too close to the fairway. I think we could fix that. Finally, a long one. That was a strange swing. Look at that feedback. On the tail end, you can reach that even at 640 yards. What am I hitting? Tempo on flops is just silly. Oh, look at this putt. 7 inches down 2. Look at this hook. Some really good sight lines on this course. I don't care for the rock on the left. This is the first real miss for me in terms of look. I don't like it. Wow, that I hooked that. Nice uphill hole. I like this. And the sculpting right there is that needs work. Again, really the issue is not so much that the hill is sharp, it's that we've got light rough there. That wouldn't be light rough. Should probably end the fairway up on the platform and have that be all heavy rough rather than light rough going down the side. And I think that's where the big miss is. I don't really see any reason to take this on, try to reach that, because it doesn't change my angle enough. Doesn't really give me anything different. I'll just hit it up over here. This shot's blind. Bad swing. Oh, went through. Went through the rock. How far is the game going to push me away from it? All right. It's frustrating. Wow. Look at all this work. All of this. That bridge, cart path, all this planting, and it's ruined from the tee. That bunker is ruined because from the sight line, you just can't see much of it. The rock is blocking most of the bunker. This tee is too high. I get the idea, but you did all this work, all of that planting, sculpting, putting in this bridge. Show it off, man. It's the missed opportunity. That's pretty good. This is a missed opportunity there. Going right, left. Nope. I went left, then right, then left. Damn it. Alright. I like this hill on the left. It's well planted, it doesn't block anything. Helps frame the hole. It would have. Something is missing from the right hand side. I don't know if. But I don't know. Something is missing on the right hand side, I think. Definitely encouraged to go for it on that hole. I like it. It gets me into wedge. Oh. Swing is departing me. It's failing me. Swung so well on the front. Got myself to 8 under. Kind of lost it a little bit. All right, back to the short par 4s. All right, this one here, I think I would need a tailwind to get there. I think. Oh no, I got there. Actually a little surprised. Oops. Sorry about that. Nice putt. Fun hole. See, here we go. It's better. All this work, rocks, plants, cactus, bridge, all in view. Uphill tee shot, semi-blind again. It's a nice look. There's a discussion on the forums recently about blind tee shots, and this is a nice blind tee shot. I know exactly where I'm supposed to hit. If I hit in this direction, as long as I hit an okay shot, there's no bunkers, there's no hazards in my way. Even though they're not visible, I can tell where I'm supposed to hit the shot. So it's a nice uphill blind shot, and semi-blind. I have a nice downhill second shot. Looks really nice. Bunker looks really well sculpted. Shot. I feel like this is very similar to the other par 3 where I complained about the sight lines. Similar distance, downhill, similar amount. Let's see. It's a very tough pin because the ball's going to want to roll down here. 172, that brings me to 180. It's going to be short, I think. That'll have to work for now. It's left. Ugh, pulled it left. That's a tough shot. It's good from now. Nice par save. You can tell maybe he was running out of planting meter. It's a little more sparse. Oh no, don't go through. Oh my goodness. It's the worst hole for that to happen. But I didn't give myself a chance there. Still 520 yards, and I'm hitting a 7 iron. Alright, I'm just going to say that's a long approach to have a front to back sloping green. I didn't hit it nearly hard enough, I don't think. Oh, I did. Okay. That's tough to get it to stop. I'd forget it from the rough. Just forget it. It's not happening. That's why I ended up landing at the front of the green and ending up 30 feet past. A lot of really cool ideas here. Nice risk reward on this hole. Feels short, this hole. I gotta hit uphill, huh? Which means... Uh-oh. Alright, that'll be okay. Oh, almost. Almost in. 4 inches. Take that bird. Last hole. Drivable in for certain pins. Here it's a layup. Uh-oh. Alright. Thank you, slope. Really nice finishing. Short. Birdie needed. Just a, minor technical issues. A few here and there. I think I pointed out some things to watch out for. A lot of short par fours. Would like to see maybe a little bit more length to a couple of the holes. If you look, we've got from black 389, 343, 302, 349, and 337. That's 5 holes, 350 yards or shorter. 4 holes under 400 yards. It's the other way around. 4 holes, 350 yards or shorter. 5 that are under 400 from the tips. Also, the par 5s, 523, 537. So 2 of the 3 par 5s are eagle opportunities. Makes the course feel very short. Par 3s, 155, 142. I'm looking at gold. Geez, 169, 159, 193, 197. I felt like 11 and 15 were very similar, both in the 190-yard range, downhill, similar height. So the variety in the hole is just could be better. I'd like to see more of this. More holes like 16, 520. I mean, I hit it downhill, 520 driver, and I had 7 iron in. I'd like to see a couple more holes where I'm hitting 6, 5 iron in. Um, but that's minor stuff, minor nitpicks. Major stuff is all really good. The holes play really, really well. The course planting is done mostly consistently. Um, really, really well done. Excellent, and I'm sure we'll see this on tour at some point. Really, really good work. Again, that's Maka Sichu Golf Club by BS Petty 24. Alright, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching, guys.